when I was a blonde.
Yeah.
It couldn't happen to a more wonderful person, and she deserves every bit of good that comes to her, for sure.
Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historic. Wow, look how cool this is. We have to get our picture taken, Ken, in front of the Wright Brothers Bicycle Store.
How you doing?
Okay, hi, I'm Nancy Cartwright.
Oh, hi, Nancy. Good to meet you.
Hi, thank you.
All right, guys, you go ahead, Nancy.
Fiance?
Yeah.
Hi there. How are you, sir?
Oh my gosh. Wow. Hi. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hi. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Well, I know her because I met her, as she has said, at Friendly Ice Cream where she was working. And I think we have a little difference on who asked who, but the question is, how did she get the wing? And she got the wing because I thought she was extremely bright, a great personality, and I could see her in broadcast.
I remember it differently. You give me a lot of credit there, Jim. But I gotta tell you, sir, you came in, you and Virginia had come in and ordered a Friendly Fribble, I believe it was, and it was a big beef cheeseburger special. I know. My problem was I fraternized with the guests too much. They liked me there, but Jim said to me, he goes, "So what are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you headed?" I said, "Well, I got this scholarship at Ohio University." "Really?" He says, "What are you doing working here?" He says, "I need some help. How would you like to have a part-time job working at Wing Radio? Wouldn't that make more sense?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm a communications major." And it did make sense. I mean, I love scooping ice cream, don't get me wrong.
It makes me feel great, really, because I saw Nancy when she was, and I knew her family, I knew her brother, and she was 17, 18 years old. The world was her oyster, as they say. And then she went to the West Coast, because I said, "Nancy, you're doing all these crazy voices. You're wasting your time. You've got to go west. Go west, young lady." And she went west, and the rest is history. 22 years on The Simpsons? Come on, what an accomplishment. But what a person. And she's still the same today as she was when she was 17.
I look back at it and go, like, all these little decisions, all these choices along the way, the people that supported me, and it was unbelievable. Kirky, I remember swinging by, you get off the air in the morning, like around 10, when then Lou Swanson came on after you. But I'd get in there, and you were taking a break or something when I came on to work.
I always took a break.
Did you ever work? It was always fun. Kirky always made it fun. Kirky used to call up the Dayton, you would call up hotels. It's not like today. You would you would do these spoofs. Everybody knows, Kirk. You were just, you called up a But you were saying, "Nancy, you're gonna make it. You're gonna be a star. You're gonna get out of here. You're gonna go. You're gonna move on. You're gonna be a big star someday." That's what you did to me.
I don't remember that.
All right. Well, you did, and I did.
Oh, I think it's really wonderful because as you really look at the history of things, there are many, many people that have come out of the Dayton area, always been a part of the Dayton area scene, but has gone on to do extremely well. Example, when you go down and look at our Broadcasters Hall of Fame, which is located in the Dayton Convention Center, you'll see people like Phil Donahue. As you know, Phil's program was launched right here in the city of Dayton, and there are many others, and we're extremely excited about that.
And the people that were there, I remember Deborah, obviously, you were a huge help, and Nancy, some of the people here, there was Bridget, there was Clay Collins and Cubby Manos, bless his little heart, and communicating. George Weimer and your dad, he'd walk in the room and everyone honored him, and you sort of carried on a torch, and to be in the company in this Hall of Fame with such good people, but it to me, it's like a whole village of people that sort of like were there for me when I was starting out, finding out what I really wanted to do. And it sort of takes me back to the beginning when there was a representative from Warner Brothers Records had arrived at Wing Radio. And Warner Brothers to me meant Mel Blanc. Hildebrand, Sylvester, Daffy Duck. He did all these voices, and I'm thinking, wow, here I am going to Ohio University on a scholarship to be on their speech team and do these funny voices and do cartoons and stuff. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. But here she was promoting music, and I thought maybe there's a way in my meeting her that I could meet Mel Blanc. So Jim knew this, and he said, you know, at some point in time, I want to introduce you to her because she's with Warner Brothers. Maybe she can help you out there, right? So he calls me over to her, and it was, I remember exactly where it was. It's that hallway. It was in front of, I think, Kenny Warren's office. And she's standing there, and she says, Nancy, this is Ann Schwiebel was her name. Ann Schwiebel, and she gave me her, and you introduced me to her, and she shook my hand, and I was so thrilled, and we talked, and you told her what I was interested in doing, and she said, well, here's my card, you call me, you know, write to me, and I can then get your letter to somebody who can help you more, you know, that's in that department, because she was in music, she wasn't in animation. I'm like, okay. But that moment in time when Ann Schwiebel gave me her card, then I would go up after work, after 6 o'clock when I was off, the poolside show with Ken Warren, amazing. He was like 40 something, I don't know. I just had a crush on him, that's all I knew. I had a huge crush on him. Standing side by side, doing this improv and, you know, diving off the diving board and pretending. That's why they thought there was a pool there, because you hear the sound effects that Kenny Warren would put in the deck, the sound deck.
When she would say, as lily pad, everybody into the pool, and I cannot begin to do it like that, but that was it wasn't so much a moment, but a memory of something she did, and then seeing her dressed as R2-D2. Because I began my radio career at Wing Radio, and the first thing I ever did as a promotion director was be a shaggy dog, literally wear the shaggy dog costume. So when I think of where she's gone, and the fame that she went on to achieve and everything like that, that we kind of both started our careers as characters, so to speak, and she was the smart one. She maintained that character, or a character, and look what she did. Great lady.
When she came in and told me that she had been successful at getting a job and that she wanted in Hollywood. And she did that because she knew how to talk to the right people, and they listened, and that's an important thing.
I think I gotta just say something as Bart Simpson here. There was an episode, if you all recall, and maybe you can help me out on this because you studied it last night. It was called Radio Bart, but it's my own personal. I love this one because it demonstrates kind of like we all do multiple voices on The Simpsons, right? I'm Bart and Nelson and Ralph and Curry and Todd and Database and Maggie and do all these voices, but there's no need to brag about it really because Bart's the main dude. So most people have no idea with the show, but there's a Radio Bart, and Bart's down in the well, and he's got one of these operating things that it's a microphone, a Mr. Microphone, and it transmits next door to the Flanders house, and Rod and Todd Flanders over there, and Bart's on the radio, and he's going, Rod, Todd, this is God. What are you doing on our radio? What do you mean, what am I doing on the radio? I invented the universe, stupid kid. What do you want from us? I need your help. I need you to go to the refrigerator, bring me all the cookies, bring me all... What should I do that for? Look, do you want a happy God or a vengeful God? Happy God, bring forth the cookies. Yes, sir.
I think she has done an outstanding job and continues to do that. The program continues to have great ratings, so obviously they know what they're doing.
Nancy, thank you so very much for putting us on the map. Thank you so very much for doing a wonderful job, and thanks for being one of those kind of people that opened the doors for so many, and of course, being the nice, friendly young lady that you are. We're very proud of you.
I'd like to see Nancy spend another 22 years on The Simpsons.
I think it says a lot about her that she remembers people like me. She remembers a lot of the names, whether it was Ken Warren, George Weimer, Lou Swanson. I mean, names she brought up of people who weren't even here today in the room, which tells you that she's a young lady who's well-grounded. She remembers her roots in Dayton and Kettering, and that she has built on those roots and become very successful. So to see something like that, you can't help but feel incredibly good for that person and very proud to have had even some small association with her.
I've got my heart in Dayton, and I'm so thrilled to be here and accept this honor and be in such incredible company, a part of that Hall of Fame. Gee whiz, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all very, very much for this. The Simpsons will continue, and thank you so much.